Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons and our Planet Coaster to Austin Carnival series, where we are starting out with just a humble carnival based here in Austin. As you can see, we got, from the last episode, we got games and we got turlets. We have the rides kind of positioned and some other midway games set up throughout the park, or throughout the little carnival area, because that's pretty much what it is. It's not like a park or anything yet. Eventually it will develop into that, and so we're going to start seeing this park kind of grow and become, I think, what it really can be in the future. But it's going to take a little bit of time for that to happen, right? So right now in this episode, what we're about to get started on, and you'll see it here in the time lapse in just a minute, is we are going to start connecting all the rides up. We're going to get the pathing kind of moved out, connect the rides up, get their entrance queues going, and try to really kind of get this park decorated out and set up to look, something pretty dang decent. So we're jumping into the time lapse right now. Guys, I'm going to hop off. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of the entrance queue, a lot of the more semi-detail work, and then I will join up with y'all here in a little bit as we get to building some food stalls and so forth throughout the little carnival area. So I will see y'all here in just a wee bit, everybody. All right, I am back as we are putting in the first little food stall. And these aren't going to be major kind of restaurant things, right? So that's not what we're looking at. And these aren't even really the little pop-up stop and go segments. If you think about it, carnivals, you mainly have a lot of food trucks and stuff. So think about a little fair, just a little fair that comes through to a city, not a major state fair or anything like that, or even, I'd say even a county fair. But for the most part, it's just a real small little fair with little food setup segments, and that's kind of what we're looking at that we got here completed on this one with these different little restaurant things. I am going to put in some barriers coming up here in the future to kind of limit those to see basically if we can't block it off so people don't walk through it, because they will eventually end up walking through these things. And so I will deal with that in the future. And you see the space for the second one set up. I am going to build the second one. It's pretty much going to be a model of the first one, so you're not going to see the second one be built on camera, because, unless you really just want to see it duplicated, which I didn't think most people would. So we just got this one built up. Now, I am putting the lighting in here, and as I look at the lighting, I can see... so it looks like there's options for different colors, right? I didn't go with that this time, and mainly it's because I didn't see that till just now, more or less, as we're watching this. So I do like how it looks either way. Once we get all these lights put up, it really does kind of bring the food court, to life. Or not food court, but little food station. It does kind of bring it to life. And it looks pretty dang decent within the park, especially at night. And you'll get some nighttime views here later on as you take a look at some of the rides. You get some more little cinematic shots of the rides as they go. So I am going to move it over now. I want to see how much one row lights it up, and not nearly as much as I want. So I'm going to go ahead and end up adding another, just duplicating those up and setting them up on top of the thing. And so that's kind of what we do. It does bring a lot more light to the food area, and it gets things kind of set up to really bring stuff together, I think. I am going to go through and try to get some kitchen type stuff, the fridge stuff and things like that to put in the middle, so it's kind of more of a food area sharing all of that. So it really is, you walk up and you can actually see the stuff in there. I might either that or end up making my own tables to put in with what looks like little food kind of things throughout. So you see the area for the second one, like I said, off camera, so don't worry about it. This is actually pretty well lit up at night. I do need to put some lights throughout to kind of light the pathway, but it's pretty much one big plaza right now. So I do need to do that as we light it up. Now, I'm about to get this park opened up just to get some people flowing into it. That's going to be the biggest thing, is I want to get some people flowing into these rides. I know it's not going to be the biggest attractions in the world, just for the simple fact that these are just all flat rides, not the most intense ones either. But coming up pretty quick, we're going to end up building our first coaster into the carnival area, and we're going to really start to bring this park together. So eventually, we will have that. We'll have those major attractions and so forth. I do like how the queue line borders have worked out. Being consistent with them right now, I think really fits, essentially the theme that this is a single little carnival section. All the rides costs are $0. You do pay to enter into the park. You see me changing the ride cost right now. So we will end up making some of those changes throughout. And once we get into the next episode, you'll kind of see some of the additional stuff I've done off camera. So it'll be a pretty decent little viewpoint there. Not much work has been done, but eventually I think once we get this first coaster in, we are going to have to start seeing changes to the restroom stalls, to the food area. We're going to have to start seeing changes to the entrance buildings. But those will be little incremental changes, not all at once kind of segment. And so we do have people coming into the park. That's good to see. I prefer seeing that. And I think probably they'll go to the kickflip and some of the more maybe intense rides. But we'll check that out as we kind of go throughout this park. So Now, while people do come in and get to their rides, guys, I do just want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And definitely give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. You're excited for the first coaster to be going in here pretty soon. You're ready for it. You're wanting it. And then hit that bell icon so you can be notified of all the Champ and Sons uploads that we do here on the channel. Primarily sports gaming for the most part, but Planet Coaster, try to get out at least once a week here or there. At least one episode a week. If I can squeeze in two, great. We do stream on generally Saturday mornings on Twitch at Champ and Sons, like Twitch TV / Champ and Sons, or however you want to label it. The channel is Champ and Sons on Twitch also, so check us out there, guys. Look, I'm gonna let y'all have some of these more cinematic shots of the rides, and I'll leave it off here for y'all so y'all can enjoy those, and I will see y'all in the next episode, everybody. So as always, stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.